Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Okay, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Jesus Augusto Prada, and I'm here with some mates who are talking about specific news related to crimes in our department Santander. This is a great region located in the northeastern of Colombia. Hello, mates. How are you doing?
Hi, Jesus. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Myra.
Hello, Clara. Hello, Jesus and Mayra. We are great. Thank you.
All
Hello,
right.
Jesus. Hello, Clara. I am fine, very grateful for such a wonderful team.
Okay, well, thank you. All right, perhaps we are used to hearing news about people who have died from drunk driving or who have killed others due to their lack of road responsibility or just because they don't consider the regulation concerning the licensing laws we have in our country. But let me ask you something. This is a question for you, ladies. Had you ever listened about a case of vigilante justice in your region before the story we are going to tell about today?
No, never.
Okay, well, this is something
Yes,
unbelievable. Oh, really? Well,
yes,
yes.
it is very common to see this case since some people are tired of so many uses.
All right. Well, this is something unbelievable that I thought it just happened in other countries, where sometimes it seems that the tightness of the law is not so strong because it's very common to hear in the news the type of crimes which we are going to talk about next. Okay, this is another case of vigilante justice that was recent in Zapatoca, Colombia, when a man was beaten to death by an enraged crowd after having killed three people and harmed 10 more in a church of this municipality on Saturday evening. Oh my God, this news gets me to feel goosebumps. Of course, it has triggered a series of civil protests against the authorities in Zapatoca. Local people are discontent and demonstrating against the legality of the system, or more specifically, against the penal code to condemn people who don't respect society. Nonetheless, police are looking for clues to change the liable parties. And okay, here the news again. All right, listen again. For all for all of them who are listening to us right now, because this is incredible. At least three people have been killed by a man firing a pistol in a church in the small town of Zapatoca in northeastern Colombia. Other 10 people were injured by the 36-year-old man who entered the church and around 6 p.m. local time on Saturday. Police told local media that the attacker had tried to escape but was beaten to death when citizens took law in their own hands. I don't know. I don't know if there is any irate to condemn this type of act. Actually, I don't know so much about government decrees which are related to vigilant justice. So I would like you, friends, to expand this news a little more. Go ahead, please.
Hello, mates. My name is Andrea Franco, and I will continue talking about this shocking news. In a statement, police say that people who participate in this act of violence will be charged with second degree murder. This has triggered a series of civil protests against the authorities in Zapatoca due to the horrible events that broke the criminal law. The mayor has shown his support to the victims but has issued an edict condemning vigilante justice. Our town cannot be full of perpetrators. We must respect our legislation and not accept violence in any form. Liable people will be prosecuted. Mayor Manuel Francisco Romero claimed. However, citizens have remained silent and refused to testify against. Police have no arrests yet. and the mayor remarked that there are mandatory rules and these must be complied with. He also invoked the respect to other human beings and that it was not necessary to take justice on their own. Surely, a golden rule was broken by performing this type of acts. John, a young adult who has lived in the town since 2020, said to the police, people in this municipality are feeling let down by the law. He added that the island was in a drunk state, providing evidence of the lack of tightness in the regulation concerning the licensing laws. In other words, creating a red tape delaying the results. A government decree was issued last month in order to create a normative which make forbidding the liquor sales at the weekends, as the increase of violence activity and insecurity in the streets has undoubtedly been linked with the abuse of this substance. Unfortunately, they haven't done their job well and the people was not interested in complying the penal code. John stated, we need to be able to feel safe again in our homes and the church, said one of the priors of Zapatoca Church.
Okay, good. I introduce myself. My name is Mayra Alejandra Moreno Parry. The local population has taken to streets to oppose the famous book where we have the penal code. We are here in the invocation of people against to the government and the police force. It is interesting how the authors are willing to urge regulation as process for living evidencing, not so much for criminals. Roberto Perez, 56, told new at the protest. The relatives of the victims for their part have not yet issued a retroactive sentence relative to this matter today. We just want respect for our early morning mother of Elisa Morales, one of the decided victims. The cases of use impulse retraction by one's own and becoming very common in the south of Colombia. Not long ago, in the mountains of Soledad, a road book was created in the northern Colombia department of Atlanta, made provision to the authors a man accused of raping a 4 years old girl was launched by angry smoke. The alleged attacker had allegedly because of raping for other women in his municipality before Beijing killed the siblings.
Okay, it's my turn. Hello, everyone. I introduce myself. I'm Clara Cantillo, and my opinion, as stated in the article and in accordance with the talk of the activist Lorena Pico, is that we cannot take justice into our own hands and further break the law is it is a violation of any code of conduct and Colombian legislation as well as international laws are clear that a lynching goes against human rights. This situation is not contemplated in any code of justice practice of any country where human rights are respected. I believe that the case of the lynchings men is yet another dead letter to the Colombian justice. As a respectful and civilized society, we cannot afford this type of situation. And Mr. Pico affirms we must make an act of trust in the justice authorities from the country. The Attorney General sent a letter this week to Congress requesting that this type of behavior be regulated, and it seems to me very appropriate and mandatory that this entity heed the call made by the prosecution on this issue, and that the criminal law contemplates an exemplary punishment in this case of justice by own hands. It's my opinion about this case. Is very uh, bad, this situation that of justice of uh, by own hands.
Yes, mate. Yeah, Clara, you're right. I think that I can't believe this kind of story. This is unbelievable. I said that before, and I have heard about this kind of cases of these acts in other countries like Peru, Bolivia, and United States. But I had never heard about this story here in Colombia, and what I can't believe is that it happens in a church. I mean, this is what I can't believe because a man who is drunk and pass and enter to the church and kill some people, and also there are more harm people in this place. This is something that I can't stand. I don't know. I don't know what's your opinion about that, but as I said before, this is incredible.
Yes, for
Actually,
sure.
yes. Mhm.
Is I don't know what we need as as country to change that type of situation, but this type of acts should be not repeat again. And it's hard to believe that this situation happened, but we hope that this kind of situation don't be repeated anymore. Is my opinion.
Exactly. You're right.
Yes, yes, we are supposed to live in a civilized society, and this case should not be present. It's very hard to see this case.
Yes, exactly. And something that maybe we can say just to conclude is that maybe some people do this kind of acts just because they don't trust the police or they don't trust the law. Yes, in our country, the Colombian um, justice could be maybe a little bad, and maybe we can't trust in this Colombian justice, but we have to know that they are the people who have, I mean, the police, the government is the right system, yes, who has to act to condemn this kind of acts, right? So this is what I think about this situation, and as you said, I hope this kind of acts don't happen anymore. Yeah. Okay. This is all what we want to talk about this story, and I hope you can reflect about this kind of stories that maybe are so bad for some people. And now that's all for today. Thank you very much, and thank you, Clara. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Mayra, for your opinion, for all your comments.
Thank you
Okay,
so much
Jesus,
to you, Jesus.
Okay,
Thank you.
was very nice. Yes.
bye bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.